What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. So it looked like Team USA coach Cheryl Reeve is being super petty towards Caitlin Clark in a recent interview. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way down to Phoenix. Let's get it. Let's go. So happy when this game come on in a couple hours, because I'm telling you right now, Caitlin Clark is about to go out there and put the beats on the Olympics team. Cheryl Reeve once again go off her rocker and says some crazy things about Caitlin Clark. Now last week we know she was on record stating she didn't give two bleeps about Caitlin Clark or the fan base. Well, today she went even harder. A reporter asked her, "Hey Cheryl, do you regret not putting Caitlin Clark on the Olympic team?" She said no. And then she let it be known Caitlin Clark will not be a substitute for Diana Taurasi. She coming to Paris. I don't know what the situation is between Caitlin Clark and Cheryl Reeve, but one thing I do know for sure, Caitlin ain't said nothing about this lady. They hate Caitlin Clark. It is clear as day. These women do not like this young lady. I don't know why. She just helped y'all get a $2.2 billion media deal. She helped y'all get private flights, viewership, bigger contracts in the near future. Why is this such an issue? With all that being said, a lot has transpired in the last 60 minutes. Cheryl Miller got on the stand and she let it be known Caitlin Clark is about to be used sufficiently in this game. Cheryl Reeve is sick of Caitlin Clark. It's clear as day. But with all that being said, let's roll the footage.
One of the single hardest things to concentrate on is actually coaching the team because of what's happening. It is one of the greatest spectacles, I think, in the history of our league, this game today. And so it's really exciting. And so I'm going to really do my very, very best to block out all of that and all the wonderful storylines that are going to come from this. I'm going to miss a lot that's going to happen today because I want to be so locked in on what we're trying to get done with USA basketball. And we are looking for an understanding of how we want to play. We are looking for lineups. We were looking for, coaches understanding players and how to bring out the best in them. So we're trying to accomplish a lot today in all the hoopla. No.
Coach, thank you.
You're welcome. One of the greatest competitors that the league or women's basketball has ever seen, or sports have ever seen. One of the all-time greatest competitors. It's a player that we have loved to hate as an opponent, but that means you are really, really doing something great. And, it's been a thrill for me to be around her all these years in this capacity. And I'm thrilled to have a chance to be a head coach and Coach D at this level. So you said it, there's no substitute for that level of experience. She's done it all in big games, won us big games, makes big shots. Her level of compete, her understanding of the game, what should happen, her understanding of her teammates, how to put them in a position to be successful. All those things are tremendously valuable, and obviously 6 Olympics is really an incredible accomplishment. The things, I think where the league is today, the attention it's getting, the players that are going to be on the court, the excitement that exists for not only for the national team, but for some of the players on the All-Star team, the W representing the W. I think all of that sort of converging at once, I think makes it incredibly exciting. And I have to give Phoenix credit, and I probably should have started in saying that Phoenix has done an incredible job with this All-Star game, and so hat off to Matt Ishbia and the way that he values the WNBA. That is on full display. And so owners that are here or key stakeholders that are here, you can see what's possible when you do it the right way. And so I think all of that being on display, I told our players, I'm always so impressed the things that they have done this weekend, for their own brands, so to speak. There is a lot that has happened here. That if I go back to my first season in 2001, that I know it was possible, but I didn't know if I'd still be coaching when it happened. And so I am thrilled that I get a chance to have a great seat to, I think, probably the greatest challenge certainly is the runway to competitive play, right? And so this game actually being a really important step in our process, having one more friendly over in London, and then beginning pool play. And this is the first time that we've had this group. The team was just announced, the final roster. And so we're not quite sure exactly what we have yet, but we have to get to it quickly. The advantages that we have, or the advantage that we have, the largest one is our depth, the depth of talent. And so I am sure we want to use our depth. And so playing time, we're going to be able to be deep and play everybody. That's hard to do in 40 minutes with 12 players, but we are going to utilize our depth and trying to figure out best combinations, trying to figure out what we're trying to accomplish defensively, who pairs well together.
I think the biggest lesson that I can share with them is to stand back and be of service in the best way I can. I speak when I'm spoken to. I try to give them the best answers that I can and let them be themselves. And again, coaching is so it's easy for me now because I understand what the players need. And looking ahead, it's not just what they're doing on the court, it's off the court. I understand that for young players, it's important for them to establish, and I hope I'm answering your question, their brand. But basketball and brand, it's beyond that. And I don't want them to lose sight of what's really, truly important, and that's the love of the game and how and why they started playing with this round thing and how that made them feel. I never want them to lose sight of that. And I hope I answered your question.
It's been great. Obviously, this is my first experience, so I never really know what to expect whenever I'm going somewhere or doing something. So lucky enough, I have two teammates that have been really good throughout this process, and getting to go through it for the first time, obviously with them, has been super special. But it's definitely been busy. Have had a lot of things to do, but it's been fun to get to experience this with other WNBA players too, and get to know them. Obviously, it's my first year in the league, so just getting to talk to them and experience it with them and get to know them a little bit better is what's been fun for myself. And now I get to go out there and compete with them. So it's obviously a different dynamic than what you're used to going out on the court, but I think that's what's going to make it so fun.
Honestly, I don't get nervous for any game, so no. I think more just excitement more than anything. I feel like there's kind of just been a build up to finally get to the game because you're here all weekend and have so many events to go to and so many things to do. I think everybody's just kind of ready to play the game. I think it's going to be fun. It's to be really competitive. I think that's what I'm looking forward to. Both teams competing, but also we want to help them get better and get prepared for Paris. Everybody's going to talk about how I play good or bad. That's just how it is for me. I think it's basketball. There's going to be great nights. There's going to be not as great nights. That's just how it goes. It goes for the best in the world, and I understand that. So I try not to beat myself up too much, whether it's a bad game or a great game. You can't get too high off of that too. So I think just stay within myself, stay within our team, continue to learn, allow myself grace. But I feel like I've improved so much since the beginning of the year. I already, feel so much more comfortable out on the court with my teammates. So just continuing to improve in that aspect over this break as we get practice together. But obviously getting to be here for my first time is, great. Obviously this is my first experience. So I never really know what to expect whenever I'm going somewhere or doing something. So lucky enough, I have two teammates that have been really good throughout this process, and getting to go through it for the first time, obviously with them, has been super special. But it's definitely been busy. Have had a lot of things to do, but it's been fun to get to experience this with other WNBA players too, and get to know them. Obviously, it's my first year in the league, so just getting to talk to them and experience it with them and get to know them a little bit better is what's been fun for myself. And now I get to go out there and compete with them. So it's obviously a different dynamic than what you're used to going out on the court, but I think that's what's going to make it so.
Get down in the comment section right now. Let me know you guys' thoughts about this. The game is set to take place 8:30 p.m. ABC. You do not want to miss it. Caitlin Clark will be making her debut as a WNBA All-Star, and she will be on the team with none other than Angel Reese. But like always, keep them bells on because I'm going to bring you the news. And until next time, man, shake the haters off. I'm out of here. Peace out.